We were the first shared services in Sri Lanka. We've been doing this for 18 years and we have a lot of experience. We have experience in serving different industries, in serving different regions in the world, facing different challenges and overcoming them. And I think that experience is unique.
Welcome to episode 3 of Infomate podcast. In the last 2 podcasts, we talked about Infomate's legacy and service providers like Infomate, how they make a positive impact on the Sri Lankan economy. In today's episode, we are going to go deep into the Infomate, like how they face the challenges, how they deal with the technology and innovation, and how they grow. And now we have the perfect person to talk about this, Jehan Perinpanayagam, the CEO of Infomate. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
How do you think Infomate stands out from your competitors as the best BPO industry in Sri Lanka?
First of all, I think this whole area of global services is something that we need not compete necessarily in. I like the word collaborate, particularly in the post-COVID world. The single most important thing that we learned, I think, is the power of collaboration. So in that sense, I think there is enough for everyone and we need not compete, we can collaborate. But what I think is unique about Infomate is our credibility. We are backed by the John Keells Group, which is Sri Lanka's largest listed conglomerate. So it's a company with a history of 150 years, USD $1.3 billion on the Colombo Stock Exchange. So having the backing of our parent company gives us a measure of credibility and strength. And I think that's unique. Number 2 is our pedigree. We were the first shared services in Sri Lanka. We've been doing this for 18 years and we have a lot of experience. We have experience in serving different industries, in serving different regions in the world, facing different challenges and overcoming them. And I think that experience is unique. Number 3 is our talent. I truly believe that we have some of the best BPO professionals in the world. People who have worked in the industry for a long time, fantastic talent. So that is also something that is truly unique. And then you have our spirit of innovation that goes across the organization. We are constantly looking for new ways we can add value to our clients, add value to processes, and that is something that really marks us out as special. And finally, we are a company that is value driven. We believe strongly in values, in doing the right thing, making a difference for our clients, making a difference for society and for our staff. So we have pioneered concepts like the rural BPO. We work a lot in the area of ESG, environment, social, governance. We are passionate about Sri Lanka. So it's a value-based company, and increasingly, I think companies in the Western world are looking to partner with companies that share their values. So those are some of the points that I believe that Infomate is unique in, and we are very keen to work with like-minded companies and see how we could collaborate.
Jehan, that is a very humble answer. Especially, I want to highlight the point that you told it is not a competition but a collaboration. That really shows how you and the company is very humble. So what are the new technologies and innovations that you are using at Infomate to give your clients a high quality service?
Absolutely. I think this is called an IT-enabled service. The whole BPM industry evolved with technology. So it's technology that is at the heart of this business. And there is rapid developments in this space. We are seeing new technologies like artificial intelligence really take the world by storm. You are having robotic process automation, machine learning, blockchain. data science. So these are revolutionary technologies. So I think it's important that as a service provider that we keep up to date with these technologies and where possible incorporate these technologies into our service delivery. Increasingly, services like BPM are becoming tightly integrated with technology, and it's important that we incorporate these solutions into what we do. The other area that is important is continuous learning. So we have a training division and make sure that all our staff are continually kept up to date on some of these technologies. We have a fantastic training program equipping our staff with the latest technologies. Listening is also something that is hugely important. We must keep listening to our customers, keep listening to the industry, keep reading, keep learning, and wherever possible, incorporate some of these new technologies into what we do. So I would say it's a spirit of continuous learning and listening.
What I learned from your answer is being consistent with learning and listening. Yes, of course. So what are the biggest challenges that the BPOs in Sri Lanka like Infomate face, and how do you tackle them? How do you overcome them?
So two main challenges I think that not only us but companies in the industry face. The first is visibility. Sri Lanka is called a hidden gem, and I really believe we have a lot to offer the world. However, this gem is not widely known. A lot of countries don't necessarily know Sri Lanka for its work in IT BPM. So we need to do much more in terms of awareness creation and telling that story. We have great success stories. You have London Stock Exchange, you have IFS, you have Innodata, all of them working out of Sri Lanka, but that is not widely known. So we need to do more on marketing, and what Infomate is doing is we are aggressively investing in client acquisition. So we're looking at developing international partnerships, increasing our footprint internationally, a lot more sales presence, a lot more sales visits, a lot of blogs and awareness creation online. So client acquisition is an area that ourselves and other companies in the industry struggle with. But it's a challenge that I think that we can face. I was having a discussion earlier today with a Sri Lankan gentleman who's now leading a very inspirational Malaysian-based BPO, and how they have set about acquiring global clients was absolutely inspirational to me. So I think in coming years, this is a challenge we will overcome. The second is talent. Sri Lanka has a fantastic talent pool. However, we are growing at a phenomenal rate. Our goal as an industry is to almost double our headcount by 2025. So we are going to need a lot more capacity, a lot more people joining this industry. So just as we need to create awareness overseas, we need to create awareness locally and have more people who are keen to join our industry. So here's a shout out to young professionals around the country. Explore the BPM industry. There are some great offers, some great jobs that you will really enjoy joining and working with.
I'm sure you definitely have. You repeatedly mentioned that taking Sri Lanka, the gem, to the world. Obviously, with your knowledge, with your expertise, along with the Infomate, I'm sure you will definitely do that. And how do you think Infomate deal with the changing market trends and the changing demands of the clients? It is changing every day. So how do you keep up with the curve?
So as I said, it's important to keep listening. Right? So we have quarterly business reviews with our customers and we hear them. We will be visiting our clients in the UK in June. So that will give us a sense of where their expectations are. I think that's a very important aspect. Also, keeping up to date with some of the research reports like Hackett will give you an understanding of where the industry is heading. So also our philosophy, we want to add as much value as possible to the client. and we've encouraged and motivated our staff to look at value additions, where they can bring in automation, where they can bring in more MIS, more insights to the customer. So that is something that we encourage all of our staff to really get involved in actively. The other trend that we see with customer expectations is going up the value chain. They don't want just the transactional work, but they are looking at more higher end value added services like advisory. So they are looking at management information, they are looking at insights, they are looking at predictive analysis. So we need to go up the value chain and provide more knowledge intensive services. Then they are also looking at a broader range of services. They may have come to us to do accounting, but now they may be looking at other areas like sales support or supply chain support, and we need to be equipped to be able to fulfill those requirements. So Infomate has broadened its range of services. We now support multiple back office services beyond accounting. These include HR outsourcing, data entry, analytics, shipping documentation, customer help desk. So we have a much broader range of services to support our clients. And finally, clients are looking, as we discussed earlier, at about incorporating more automation and technology into the delivery. And that's something that we are keen to support.
That's really interesting, because I like the fact that you were elaborating everything based on the core values, creating values, giving values to the customers. So I think personally that's the winning point of any business, the sticking to the value that we have and enhancing
Absolutely. If you make your customer successful, you will be successful.
Of course. As the CEO of Infomate, what is the advice that you can give to the young generation, to the people who are looking forward to build a career in the BPO industry?
Absolutely. I think the BPM industry is a fantastic industry to join. I've been part of it 18 years and I've seen so many young people join this industry as young freshers and develop world-class careers in BPOs. They have come in as young graduates with little or no experience, and very quickly you find them dealing with client CFOs, confident enough to deal with client CEOs. They are learning best practices on SAP. They are learning cutting edge technologies and acquiring the confidence, and some of them very quickly go up the ranks in Infomate. Today, one of our heads of operations is someone who joined us as a young finance apprentice. Very short, he was in a very short space of time. He was promoted multiple times, and today he's a senior manager. So I think there are great career options in the BPM industry. You will learn a lot. So my advice to you is explore this industry. Right? Talk to us, talk to Slascom, look at some of the case studies in this industry. The next thing is work on communication skills, because this is an international business and it's something that all of us must invest time. If you can join Toastmasters, it will really help you continue to read and develop your English vocabulary. Then you must master desktop skills. Right? Today there's no excuse for not having advanced Excel knowledge, not knowing a little Power BI, being a master in terms of Power Automate, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, all of these Microsoft suite, you must master. And that will help you not only in your BPM career, it will help you in your life throughout. So communication skills, desktop skills, have your basics. Right? So if you are joining the finance and accounting industry, you must master things like double entries, reconciliations. So have a good hold of the basics. Have a learning attitude. Be someone who is passionate, who is energetic, and who is career focused. Today, a lot of the young people that we speak to are looking at so many different things, and sometimes we don't see the long-term career focus. Right? So I think it's important to have a vision and to be willing to start small and do the hard yards, put in the hard yards early in your career, and build your career brick by brick. Right? So look at the long term, not just the short term. work on your key skills and you will do very well.
Thank you so much, Jehan. I take that advice as a personal to me as well. So I hope this conversation will enlighten many of us as the young generation. Thank you so much, Jehan, for joining us today. We had a really brainstorming and an interactive session.
Thank you
so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us in today's third episode of Infomate Podcast. Subscribe to us and see you in the next podcast. Thank you.